What's up, everybody, to the final episode of Hot Guys, talking about Hawkeye. I'm Jerome, number one sexy hot guy.
I'm Nick. I guess I'm hot guy number 2.
Well, that's pretty obvious. I mean, come on. But so honestly, I gotta say, I was pretty let down by this finale.
Oh, were you? I was wondering.
It just, to me, I was just like, oh, it's over. That's it. Really? That's okay. I guess.
Okay, so I enjoyed it.
Oh, really?
I enjoyed it, but I understand what you're saying.
It felt like it to me. It almost seemed like, oh, did COVID affect this a lot? Like, I don't know when they filmed it, but like so many people just all of a sudden disappeared in the middle of the episode. Like Hawkeye's hanging out up in a tree. Eleanor's just gone. Jack's sword fighting people sometimes. Like it was just kind of Kingpin showed up in the beginning, and then 38 minutes later he's back in it, and then gets shot or something. Mm-hmm. It just seems so weird. Like it seemed like it wasn't. It was rushed almost or something.
Yeah. Well, on the one hand, it did kind of tie everything up at the end. But,
yeah.
But, like, I do get what you're saying. Like, it was just...
And I don't know if this is because this just didn't have that high of stakes. So,
it was
so when it ended, it's just like, oh, it was just... They killed 20 guys with arrows, and it's over.
It was very predictable.
Yeah.
Which usually there's something that surprises you or, like, anything.
Yeah.
You know, but like, I was almost disappointed that there wasn't, like, a cameo or...
Yeah, I at least wanted an end credit scene to, like...
You didn't want to watch them all sing?
Oh my god, that was so fucking annoying. I fast forwarded through it, saw there's nothing else, I turned it off.
I watched the entire thing.
God, that was dumb.
I mean,
like, it doesn't help. It was like 4:30 in the morning when I watched it because I watched it after watching The Matrix. Yeah. But I was like, I'm over this. I want to go to bed.
Well, I watched the whole thing thinking, oh, maybe someone would be like in the crowd or something.
And they never even show the crowd. It's just sweeping back and forth of Captain America, that's my name. But all right, so that's how we will go through the characters on here, starting off with Kate. She had a nice little elevator scene with her and Yelena. That was probably one of my top parts of the episode, maybe even the season.
Yeah, that was really good.
I would love a Hawkeye and Black Widow show and just pair up those two. That'd be great.
Oh, yeah. I liked it when she slapped her.
Yeah, well, I like at the end, too, when she's like, stop making me like you. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And then jumped out the window and shit.
Yeah.
That whole part was really fun. They're fighting. They even complimented each other on their moves.
It was a very light episode, too. There was a lot of comedic things like that.
Nice shot! Yeah, no shit!
Yeah, what's weird is the longest episode, too. It was like an hour and 1 minute, or hour and 3 minutes or something. I mean, it doesn't help that it was fucking 10 minutes of Steve Rogers jumping around on stage.
It was not Steve Rogers.
Yeah, he wanted to be. But so later on in the episode, Kate ends up fighting Kingpin. So how do you feel about Kingpin? Because you haven't seen a lot of them. I've seen all of them. Because I'm just kind of cool like that, I guess.
Oh, that's why you've seen it?
Yeah. If I wasn't so cool, I wouldn't have seen it.
You can hit play on Netflix. He's all right. I mean, after you've seen Thanos, do you really care about Kingpin?
I don't know. You see, you got to watch some Daredevil, see him beat some people up.
I mean, he beat the fuck out of her.
He was a little like, I was like, what the fuck's going on with this guy? He had like superpowers or something. But there's something extra to this guy. He's fucking ripping doors off of cars and slamming her through boxes.
Well, only thing I've ever seen of Kingpin is in like a cartoon, and like
you saw the black one in Ben Affleck's Daredevil.
Yeah, well, yeah, and he was big too.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just assume he's strong. So I mean, and she's a girl, so I just assume he's gonna.
No, but like in Daredevil, he's strong, but he's like I'm a buff guy strong. In this, he's like I'm a fucking super soldier strong.
Like almost, but not quite.
Yeah, he's soldier.
Yeah, he's like soldier.
Maybe he takes a little more serums, a couple more times a week, then he becomes super soldier.
He definitely has an anger problem.
Oh yeah. You should watch the other show to fucking see if he's got anger problems. I don't think we'll ever see him do shit he did on Netflix.
Well, I think at first he was just kind of like didn't take her seriously.
Yeah, he's like, little girl, you need to get out of here.
Yeah,
just bring your big butt back in the house.
Right, but then she got the best of him. But
yeah,
it was. I mean, it's not like
I did like his outfit was a little comic accurate. Like that's an outfit he's worn, with the red hula shirt or whatever, and the hat and all that. That was pretty neat. And I was surprised how because it's been a couple years since Daredevil and all that, so like he can just snap right back into the role.
Oh yeah.
So then after that, Kate doesn't really do much after fighting Kingpin for a bit. She does that, and then she ends up fighting stuff with Hawkeye later. But she goes to Hawkeye's house for Christmas, hangs out with the family.
Yeah, I mean. You could see that coming.
Yeah, when they're fucking movie night and they're saying all these things the whole season, we're like, that's probably how it's gonna end. But I did really like it. Ended like Fantastic Four with him saying all these names of what could possibly be, and he's like, I know it. It's
and
then just cuts to Hawkeye.
Yeah,
I got it.
Ready?
Yeah, it was a little Fantastic Four-ish. Where I was like, come on.
I didn't think about that, but you're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or Michael B. Jordan show up or something.
Yeah.
But so now moving on to Clint/Hawkeye, he made a few more trick arrows with Kate. I kind of like that. They kind of
I like it
scrounged
showing.
up some shit and made it, and then they had some Stark ones too that I kind of liked.
Yeah. They had Pym ones too.
Yeah, like what happens to these people now? And then the fucking little owl just takes it. He's like, I guess we never know.
That's what I mean. Like, it was a lot of shit like that in this episode.
Yeah, the stuff like that, I would love. I think they should just do like how they're doing like the World of Wakanda or whatever that one's called. They should just do one where it's like, almost like a cop show with Yelena and Kate, and just them solving crimes or doing like little like missions out in Russia or something.
Yeah, that'd be so distracted.
Yeah. But then we found out who the Rolex owner is. We kind of already thought. We said previously that it was his wife, Laura.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently she's Mockingbird, and now Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fans are pissed.
Because it's a different actress?
Yeah. Was Mockingbird, I guess, and was going to get a spin-off with Agent Clark and all this stuff. But then it never happened on ABC.
Oh.
And then now this Rolex shit, I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Marvel had some ideas for her character.
Oh, that's interesting.
But so technically that character is already in the MCU, but no one cares about fucking Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Come on, get out of here.
What about Agent Coulson?
He probably cares a little bit.
Okay.
And then lastly, this part I thought was a little weird. Hawkeye and they have a little barbecue and they burn the Ronin suit.
Oh, yeah.
But why didn't he fucking burn it after Endgame?
Yeah, I don't
Like
know.
all the stuff's going down. They had the little moment where they're crying about Black Widow's death and all this stuff before they moved on to some shit. He's like, hold on, I gotta get rid of this. 'Cause a Kingpin might get involved if I don't.
Maybe he's just busy.
I guess. Fuck. He's like, oh, I gotta make it to another Christmas. Oh God, I'm Hawkeye. I gotta make it to Christmas. Yelena fought Hawkeye finally.
Yeah, she was kicking his ass at first.
Yeah, that part was interesting, but I expected that part also to be bigger because they from like the end of Black Widow, like I'm coming after Hawkeye, and all it took for him was to actually explain Endgame to her,
Right.
and then she's like, oh shit, okay.
What the fuck was that?
The dogs knocked down the baby gate and got scared, and but yeah, he just had to explain Endgame, and she's like, no, okay, I guess I get. I'm gonna hit you with this pole a couple more times, but then I'm good.
He had a whistle to her.
Oh yeah, he knew the whistle, and she's like, wait, what? You did know Natasha, and then he's like, she used to talk about you, and then they're like, oh, okay.
I mean, you knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, I knew the whole point there's even a Black Widow movie was just to get her and these other things to be a new Black Widow.
Yeah.
So we all saw that coming years ago.
Yeah.
But I just expected that to be a little bit of a bigger deal, and her to be like, I trust you, but kinda, and then whatever. I kind of expected Hawkeye to die in the show or something like that.
Oh, did you really? See, I didn't.
Or like to like legit retire or something like that. But he's still Hawkeye. I was surprised.
Well, once a hot guy, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's true. Once a Hawkeye was a Hawkeye. Jack, see again disappointed in his character too. His stuff was fun this episode, but I wish we would have got this stuff more throughout the season or something. Just because it felt like you were building up this character the whole time.
They did build this character up a lot. And
remember when he held his sword on Hawkeye and we're like, oh shit, he's coming. He is Lalo.
Yeah. I admit they led us the wrong way on that one, and we did not see us coming, but it was fucking funnier than hell.
I loved when he was arguing with that kid, and he's like, when you peed your pants in the Hamptons? and all that shit.
Yeah, it was like super bad.
Yeah, and then when he's outside, he starts actually, which I was like, that's kind of fucked up. Like, they're airing people, but like sometimes they're gassing them. It seems like they're a little iffy who they wanted to kill and not kill.
Yeah.
Some person might get an arrow on the chest, one person might get fucking smoke.
Well, he didn't care. He was
just chopping people up like they're broccoli out there. Just
oh my God.
But after all that, he got invited to LARP, which I was like, oh, I get it now. His character was built up with the whole LARPing story before all this stuff just so he'd be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet you in whatever next we see with Kate, we'll see him LARP. I bet you that comes up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Moving over to Eleanor, she actually opened up the episode with Kingpin. You got introducing him just like they introduced Daredevil. You know, they both got their canes in there, and then you see them.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice. You know, we actually get to see like an 8-minute scene with him, not a picture on a cell phone, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that was better.
But I did like that because like that's where you kind of get the scary Kingpin, and when she's talking to him, she's basically saying, "I'm quitting. I have all this blackmail on you," and he's like, "Because it's the holidays, I'm gonna give you time to say no. I'm doing something stupid."
Right.
And then, so like he's kind of nice, but you can tell you don't want to get on his bad side right there.
Well, and as soon as she leaves, he's like, "Is she turn on? Does her turn on?"
Yeah.
Echo. Is that her name?
Yeah, Echo. Which I was glad because this whole show to me. Because like everything I've heard about Echo previously, I was like, oh, her show might be pretty dope. Mm-hmm. And then this just show completely turned me off to her. I don't care at all.
Oh.
Maybe the trailer for her show will change my mind and the people who make that will be better.
Right.
But I actually saw a couple TikToks today, people being like, God, I just don't care about her. And I was like,
really?
cool, I'm not the only one. 'Cause to me, I was excited before, but then seeing what they've done, I'm like, I don't really care.
I was never excited because I didn't know who she was.
Well, because I just knew, she could bring in Kingpin and all this other stuff, and it just seemed neat.
Yeah, I mean, that part's cool, I guess. I just wasn't excited for it, but I did not like her, but if she wasn't in it, I don't think I would have minded.
Like, if they just said, Echo's canceled, you'll never see her again, would you even care?
No.
I see, I wouldn't either. And I think at this point, we should be like, I want to see more of this bitch. Come on, give me some more of her.
Yeah, but, I mean, not everybody makes the cut.
It's true. Not everybody can be a Yelena. It's just all around likable.
She is, but then again, I mean, I'm kind of the same way with her. Like, if nothing happens with her, or she's just in a movie or something, I'd be okay. That's cool. But
you don't like. I want, because like to me, after all this, I really want a series of her with like Kate or something like that.
See, they already have me. Whatever they put out, I'm gonna watch because it's all good.
I get that's true. Yeah, maybe Rhodey might need some help in Armor Wars. He'll call over Yelena or something.
Well, see, that would be cool. But
I don't know why he would call it Yelena, but maybe that'll happen.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I do know, right?
A couple years later, maybe he met her at a party, and then imagine if Rhodey and Yelena got married. How weird would that be?
Well, I guess he's got the fake leg. It's Echo with the other fake leg.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, Eleanor admitted to killing Armand. I kind of forgot that fucker even died because nothing's happened with that.
Yeah.
The only tracksuit gang thing I wrote down is that the guy went to our Maroon 5 concert instead. I thought that was pretty. He like in the middle of a fight, like, hey, I talked to her. We're going to Maroon 5.
Yeah, he should have fucking not tried to kill her then.
Yeah, that probably would have been a little nice.
Yeah.
But so moving on to Echo and Kingpin. She asked for vacation time and then shot Kingpin.
So he's dead now?
I don't know. I doubt it. I
don't think so either.
Same thing as what she did in the comics with him. I haven't read that, but I've seen pictures. She holds the gun the same way to him, and then he shows back up and he has like bandages on his eyes and stuff.
Oh.
So he'll be back in. I don't think Marvel will bring him back in and all this to kill him.
No,
but it was a little strange. It felt like we're like watching the finale of a different show all of a sudden.
I didn't think so either, but like
I think
they want you to believe that she shot him.
Yeah, they're getting a little too much with these shows of let's hide the villain to the last episode or something, and then you see them and then they're gone or whatever. Like if we could have a build up with her and Kingpin this entire season, and then at the end she shoots him, that might have been satisfying. But it's just like imagine not knowing, or like even like for you, if you didn't have me to tell you, hey, that guy's in Daredevil and all those other things, and you're just watching the show, this guy shows up one episode, then gets shot, you don't even care.
I kind of don't because I never watch it.
Yeah, like
but
I've seen all this shit, always, and so then it's like it's just weird.
No, I get what you're saying, but it was still good. So
it was done well and shot well. It just felt like, oh, am I watching the finale of Echo now? All of a sudden.
Maybe.
And then lastly, we already talked about it. We got the end credit scene of Rogers the musical. When I saw there was like 10 minutes left for the end credit scene, I gotta admit, I was like, oh, cool. There's gonna be some cool shit at the end of this. Maybe it is a Spider-Man scene or something. Because everybody thought because he flew over at the end of Spider-Man. I was hoping he's gonna show up there too.
I thought it'd be Daredevil.
People thought Daredevil too. I was hoping for that, and it's just a fucking musical. And I get it; it's a little troll on us, just like when Captain America made fun of us for waiting. But that one at least I was in a theater for, and it was quick.
Yeah, this one was a whole fucking song.
Yeah,
and it's not even good.
No, yeah, I didn't. Like I said, I fast forward through it, and I was like, okay,
I watched
I'm going to bed.
The whole fucking thing.
Sucks to be you. But that's it for me. Is there anything else that you want to say about Hawkeye?
No, I really did enjoy it.
You
know what else?
I enjoyed it. I was just a little disappointed in the finale, but I'm still excited to see where Kate goes and all this stuff.
You know what hurt this show the worst? What comes out in a week and it's Spot.
Oh, Boba Fett?
Yeah, I'm almost more looking forward to that than I was.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for Boba Fett. And we'll do these same kind of videos for it. I'll be like, oh, can you believe Kingpin's coming to Boba Fett? I would be like a couple of hot guys talking about Boba Fett.
That's weird.
No, but should we say here what we're gonna? I mean, it's not like we put it in the title or anything, but what we're gonna call the Boba Fett show when we do the Boba Fett show like this?
Well, here's the problem. I don't know.
Well, because I only have like a tiny suggestion. It's nowhere near a couple of hot guys talking about Hawkeye. But I was thinking every week we'll be like, all right, boys and girls, we're ready to crawl out of the Sarlacc pit and talk about Boba Fett, because that's where he left off.
Yeah, I got you.
I did say it was gonna be good.
Wow.
And then every week when we wrap up, we could be like, Boba Fett, and then get knocked back into the Sarlacc pit. It could be a whole thing.
Well, he knocked Boba Fett in.
Yeah, no, so we're acting like, at the end of everyone, we act like Han Solo until Han Solo shows up in the show.
So we go from Boba Fett to Han Solo every time?
Yeah, we're really good actors.
Okay.
But yeah, so if you want to see anything like that, watch our Boba Fett video next week.
Yeah, that sounds exciting.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe if you would like. Go check out our other previous episode reviews. If you hey, what did these guys think of the first episode? Go watch
And
that.
the second episode because it was.
Yeah, and even the third. Go check them all out, and maybe some podcast, or you can go to Nick's OnlyFans and see pictures of his butthole if you like.
For $9.99 a month.
Wow. It's pretty cheap to see your butthole. Yeah, so see you guys next week for a couple of hot guys crawling out of the Sarlacc pit and talking about Boba Fett.